Welcome to Earth Unplugged. I'm Chris. Coming up this week, female chimps fall out, a swarm of biblical proportions, and, try as we might to avoid it, a penis story. New research into a group of chimpanzees has shown that the females are more aggressive to each other than they are to the males. The study, undertaken at Chester Zoo in the UK, showed that when females interacted with other females, they were much more aggressive, and they used fewer apologetic behaviours and gestures of reassurance to each other. But study author Nicole Scott from the University of Minnesota said that when communicating with males, the females sort of suck up to them. Scott suggested that unlike male chimps who are under huge social pressure to form male-male bonds, there may be less pressure on female-to-female relationships. So instead, the girls focus on bonding with the boys. In fact, females use distinct gesture strategies to communicate, a trait not seen in the males. She added that these findings may explain similar traits in humans, but that the analysis of that is probably best left to anthropologists. So no jokes about men being simple, please. In the Bible, God sent a plague of locusts to Egypt, the like of which had never been seen before. And although it may not be of biblical proportions, Egypt is currently suffering from its worst swarm of locusts since 1950, and just a few weeks before the Passover festival. It's estimated that around 30 million locusts have blown in from the Mediterranean Sea, and although officials don't expect the swarm to cause major damage, local farmers are worried as locusts have been known to strip entire fields, and a swarm of this magnitude is almost impossible to stop or control. The locals are now praying that the insects will either leave for their breeding grounds by the Red Sea, or that a favourable wind will blow them clean out of the country. The largest ever survey of African forest elephants has just been published, and it reveals a distressing trend. Numbers of the elephants have fallen 62% in the past decade alone. To collect the data, the survey team spent an incredible 91,600 days walking, covering over 8,000 miles and sifting through 10,000 piles of dung. The team suggests that the decline is due to a whole host of issues, including human population density, hunting, and the lack of law enforcement. The group are now calling for action before it's too late, asking for illegal poaching to be stopped, key elephant habitat to be protected, and work done to reduce the international demand for ivory. And finally, it wouldn't be an Earth Juice lately without a penis story, so this time it's the bowhead whale. Research published in last week's Anatomical Record reports that a strange 12-foot long, rod-like organ has been found in the roof of the mouth of these leviathans. You might have thought that someone would have noticed a 12-foot organ by now, but apparently not. Lab studies reveal that it is biomorphically speaking a 12-foot penis, as it contains spongy tissue and copious vessels to supply it with blood, suggesting that it can be engorged. However, the researchers suggest that this organ is probably used for more prosaic activities, such as keeping the whale cool on long migrations and sensing food in the water. That's this week's news. For Yogscast's unique take on ape behaviour, click over here. It's not quite science, but it is funny.
Oh, look at them. Wow.
Because
they're worth it.
I don't know why he reminds me of Legolas, just like striding across the mountains like that. But they, oh god,